But that's the thing. Now, when we're in some of these, it's kind of a roll of the dice because you may be doing that, but the teammates can't pull the weight on their
So
end.
now, I have to give up that block and run up, and now I'm coming up to...
Change.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 123 of the COD Casuals podcast. We're your host, Justin.
And I'm Mike.
How you doing, Mike?
Very good, man. Very good. Yeah. Good weekend. We're coming off the Father's Day weekend, so, happy Father's Day to any fathers that are listening.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure we maybe have a couple.
Yeah.
'Cause I can't remember how old our audience is, if they're like super, super old or...
Well, our demographic is 25 to 33.
There could be some fathers in there for sure.
I would say there'd be a lot.
Yeah, there'd be a decent amount that are in there.
Yeah.
But no, otherwise, man, I've been great. I mean, by the time this episode comes out, why I'm going to be doing fantastic is I'm done with work.
Yeah.
I've got, at the time of recording, I have 12 hours left.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have 2 days left of school.
Yeah.
And then I'm done. I'm not doing any summer school.
Mm-hmm.
No thanks.
Yeah.
I declined. I'm like, I'll be all set with the cash.
Yeah.
The only thing that's weird, though, I don't know if we talked about it, is that I have a full day the last day of school.
Yeah.
That is crazy to me.
Yeah.
I've never had this before in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And just because of where I work in that area, they're like, oh, yeah, it's always
It's a
been
normal
this way.
thing. Yeah.
But to us, we always had half days.
Yeah. Yeah. We always had half days around where we were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got to go through that, and it's like deal with these absolute whack jobs.
They're ready to... They're out.
Oh, dude. Well, that's part of it. And then other thing that we had last week, I believe it was Thursday, is we had the middle school graduation, which that's always a trip.
Yeah.
See the way some of these guys dress? I'm like, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
We gotta dress up a little
Yeah.
bit. These kids show up in jeans and a tank top. I'm like, homie.
I never understood having graduation before last day of school.
Well,
that happens all the time, though.
Well, that's what I was gonna lead to. It's strange because on Thursday they had it, and then they got to show up for Friday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday. It's just very odd to me.
Yeah.
I was like, you should have graduation on Wednesday.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, or on like Thursday, something like that.
Yeah.
Have
the last day be graduation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because think about when we were in high school, when we had, when we were seniors and then we finished up, we didn't have to go to school for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you have to come back just for graduation.
Yeah.
There's no and there was still a week of school or so left.
Yeah. Yeah. That I understand that.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Because we're not coming back.
Yeah. You graduate, you got your diploma, and you're like, well,
yeah,
my grade's been submitted. Like, those kids all have grades for me now. So I'm like, why am I even going to have you anymore?
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of movies.
Oh, yeah.
Movies and do whatever you want.
Dude, I give them free time. I'm like, look, laptops.
Yeah.
I got headphones. I'm like, don't talk to me.
Yeah. Do what you want.
Yeah. I'm like, if you get loud, I'll start yelling.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just sit there.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a boring 2 days because last week we just had everything we had to finish up. So last week was beyond stressful, but now we're in the home stretch here.
Yeah.
So when you're listening to this, your boy Mike did it.
Yeah.
I got
Happy
through it.
summer to everybody that's out.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, honestly. So, doing great on that front, man. And then, what was it? While we're listening to this, it was Monday. So yesterday, the Call of Duty League finished up, bro.
Yep. Officially, the 2023 season is over. Our boys at the Boston Breach did not win.
Nope,
they finished top 5-6. So on a lot better than anybody expected them to do.
Yeah.
Most people expected them to literally just get double first rounded and finish top 12.
Yeah.
But they finished halfway through the pack, which that's really good. They won 80K, not bad.
Not bad at all
for
a couple
2 days.
Work. Yeah. Yeah, that team, I mean, let's be honest, a lot of people didn't expect much from them because they had a new player coming in that's the first time he's ever played on a pro team on main stage. And Snoopy is his name. The guy signed this man next year.
Yeah.
The guy was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was mind blown how good he performed.
Yeah. I mean, statistically, he was the best player on the team.
Yeah.
And it was he's from Mexico. He's
what, 18?
Yeah, he's 18.
Yeah, so he's 18 from Mexico.
Yeah, he's from Mexico. He's never played a LAN before, and his first event was against Optic at Call of Duty Champs. So big shoes that he had to fill. And they lost to Optic. We weren't surprised about that. I don't think anybody really was.
Yeah.
But they almost made a run in losers.
Yeah, what was the first team that they beat? Was it
Rocker?
Yeah, they beat the Rocker.
Yeah.
And then
they played FaZe.
And they should have taken FaZe to the
Game 5.
The Game 5. Who knows how that Game 5 would have panned out? I would have given Boston the edge in it because they did win the search, I believe.
Yeah.
Was it right? Did they win? No, I can't remember if they won the search when they last played. No, I don't think
they won control, then they would have won the hard point.
Yeah, they would have won the hard point.
Yeah.
But like we've talked about it before, whether you're in ranked or if you're on the stage there, man, the momentum is everything.
Yeah.
Like you could see FaZe, they were starting to spiral down a little bit.
Yeah.
And Boston was heating up. It was such a nail biter right at the end.
Yeah.
So that was really unfortunate, but the team as a whole, given the circumstances and everything they've gone through this year, they did pretty well at the end.
Yeah. I mean, that I'm happy with that placement. It's not first, not what everybody wanted, but everyone expected them to finish last.
Right.
So
and
top 8.
Exactly. And you could see too that the coaches and a lot of the guys there were like the main mantra was just, go out and play. Go out, have fun and play. Do your that's it. Not putting the weight of the world on these guys' backs.
Yeah, there was zero pressure on them.
Yeah, exactly. There was no pressure. That was the one thing that they had going into it to benefit them compared to a lot of teams that were like very stressed out. I would say like Optic, a lot of pressure was on them.
Yeah, I mean all those top teams.
Yeah, all those top teams.
Optic, LA Thieves, FaZe, Ultra, like those big teams, they always have pressure on them to win.
Yeah.
And Boston, like you just go out, have fun, and they almost did it, but sadly they didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out Eric, aka Snoopy, because that
a freak.
he played out of his mind.
Dude, he's like the next Shotzi, that guy.
Yeah,
you see him flying around.
Yeah,
it's crazy because when we were at when we met him at the meetup there, it's just so strange to think because he's such a nice guy. He's very quiet to himself, and then I never seen him play personally. Yeah, I just heard that he was really good in challengers, and that was pretty much it. But then to actually see him on stage, I'm like, Jesus Christ! I'm like, that guy's a demon.
Yeah, the only thing I've seen were just like all the highlights that Breach posted.
Yeah,
and like all the other CDL people like posting clips of him and stuff, and yeah, I mean that guy's snappy.
Yeah,
I saw him clutch a 1v3. Someone posted that, and it was on FaZe. And I was like, holy shit!
Yeah,
this guy's quick.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens to him. I mean, regardless, like if he's on Boston or not, the guy definitely showed his stuff.
Yeah.
And showed why he should be in the league. Kind of wrapping up though with it, I was going to ask you, what do you think like most surprising moment from the from Champs weekend for you?
Champs weekend?
Yeah. What was it?
Probably LA Thieves getting knocked out.
Yeah.
That quick because they finished 8th, 7th, 8th. Which is, again, so only 8 teams make COD champs, so they basically finished last.
Yeah.
And they got knocked out fast.
Yeah.
And it was
double first rounded.
Yeah. It was super quick. So I would say that was pretty surprising. How about you?
For me, it was the grand finals, which was New York Subliners and Toronto Ultra. They had faced each other before, and Ultra wrecked them.
Yeah.
And their guy in the team, Scrappy, was... he was talking as he does, which we love. And everybody agreed with him because it was like, I couldn't believe that New York got wrecked that way. And then grand final showed up. I would say probably 90% of everybody was expecting Ultra to, not like stomp them, but really give them a run for their money.
Yeah.
A very close series. And we all were wrong.
Yeah.
New York Subliners are the ones who won the championship. So they all get rings, which is cool. It's all their first time, and they 5-0'd them. Yeah, which I don't think that's ever happened before.
No, I mean, granted, there's only been 4 COD champs in the CDL, so yeah. There's been 4 COD champs, and then I believe even in the older days when it was the CWL, I think it's maybe happened twice. Sweeps,
sweeps like that.
Yeah, but not 5-0s because it was a best of 9. Like I don't count the CWL in the past. Yeah, because it's just they played 2 best of 5s. Yeah, which is it's equivalent, but it's completely different. Right. So just sticking to the CDL era. Yeah,
it's only been it hasn't been that many times, and like if you do look over like still overall, it still has happened very few times.
Yeah, it was
And
it was dominant.
Yeah, and it was not the way that we were thinking. Like, people wouldn't have really been shocked if it was Ultra that did that.
Yeah.
But the fact that New York did it was mind blowing.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, they speed ran that.
Yeah.
They were like, get us our cash, get us our rings,
Yeah.
and let's go. Let's get out of here.
An hour. An hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
5 games.
Yeah. I sat down, man. I had some chips. I was just like, all right, here we go. Let's go lock in. Like, gonna be a good day of COD here. And then I looked at the time, and it was like not even 5 o'clock. I'm like, okay. Yeah, that was for sure the most shocking. Ultra looked so good all year. All year, and just that whole event, they looked unbelievable. And that day, they just, they came out flat. I mean, there's no other way to say it.
There were a lot of shocking moments. I'm surprised you went with that one, just because I thought there were a couple other shocking moments.
I would like, for me, that was up there. Another one too was
Optic got knocked out by Seattle Surge.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, just again, like on what you were saying with Thieves, like Thieves getting knocked out for sure, but the fact that Seattle Surge was the one that knocked them out of all teams, because man, everybody had written off Surge, didn't expect anything of them. I thought they were pretty much going to get last.
Yeah,
this for the championship,
yeah.
And a lot of people were saying they really don't even deserve to be here.
Yeah. Seattle knocked out Thieves, the former champs, and then they knocked out Optic, who like everybody expected them to win.
Yep.
And then they went and played
FaZe,
and they nearly beat FaZe.
Yeah,
it was close. So, I mean, yeah, Seattle they knocked 2 really big teams out.
Yeah, they for sure had the most impressive wins.
Yeah, and New York, they did the same exact thing as Thieves last year. They went back to back.
Yeah.
Which is very impressive.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That is true.
Same exact thing.
Yeah,
so
they won the last major and then did that.
I do think, though, in another universe, New York played really well. If a lot of things could have happened.
Oh yeah,
because the fact that Optic got lost that bad was very surprising.
Yeah, it was.
Again, it's all day to day. They came out flat.
Yeah, and like I know in one of the matches too. I think it was the one versus New York, where they were playing Hydro Hardpoint, right? And that's where they ended up losing it 3-1.
Yeah.
Because Hook made a mistake where he just I don't know what happened. I mean, he just it's very obvious.
He caught a really bad timing.
Yeah, he should have been doing one thing and he didn't. And again, that's just like what we say. Like in those moments and certain things, like I don't know, your brain maybe shuts off and you get awful timing. It's like, that's the way it goes. That's what's so crazy about watching these events, is because there's so much pressure.
Yeah.
And the stakes are so high, and to see the teams that can really handle it, it's impressive.
Yeah, that play that was just so unfortunate.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people were, especially on Twitter, saying a lot to him, like, what are you doing? Like, you win in 4 seconds.
Right.
And like, you need to hit the hill, but I mean, you look at the map, clearly there's a right answer, but he was the only one up. The timing that he hit was crazy, because he went to go look at the ruins area on Hydro, and as he looked, no one was there, and when he turned away, I don't know who it was, but someone ran through.
Kismet.
Kids ran through, and then was able to pop too.
Yeah.
And then who came back, and like obviously it was too late.
And it's like it's all these things, like, people say Hook should have watched that. Well, Kismet shouldn't be able to get 2 kills on the hill like that, So it's like it's both things, know? And you can have an argument about it back and forth. But I get that's what happens.
Yeah, and he's thinking of, the next. We're gonna win on the next hill.
Yeah.
Which is what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
And I mean, Kismet spawned like out really far and just ran right through the middle. Yeah. Which again, that should never happen, but like you said, 2 people shouldn't die on the hill like that.
Right.
So it's hard.
Yeah, it's a lot of those moments. I mean, that's just that's what makes it so exciting.
Yeah.
And it's got to be we've had those moments too, like on just obviously way lesser levels.
Yeah.
But like one small mistake by one of us could cost you the game.
Yeah.
And like that's the way it goes throughout the tournament. You saw a lot of those just small mistakes that happen. And then obviously New York, they were the team that they didn't really have many small mistakes.
Yeah.
They were playing the best COD that weekend overall. And especially on Sunday, dude, they were crazy.
Yeah.
They were so good. It was like it was a masterclass.
Yeah, it was. I mean, what Scrap said, I love it, but I mean, clearly they all took that personally.
Yeah.
And I mean, that series, everyone had above a 1 KD.
Yeah.
And not just above a 1, it was like 1.2, 1.3, 1.5. It was crazy.
I think Kismet and I think it was him and Hydra. I think they had 1.5s. They entered like in the top 10 for like the highest KDs ever.
Kiz had a 1.53 and Paco had a 1.48.
Yeah. Like that first map that they played, Hydro Hardpoint, I was mind blown. It was like 250 to like somewhere
86
in the 80s.
Or 87.
Yeah, somewhere around there. I mean, that was gross.
Yeah. And then the Search, they 6-1 them, I believe.
Yep, 6-1.
And then Control was a 3-0. Yeah. And then the last 2 maps were the closest ones.
Yeah.
And it was what? It was like 250 to 236, I think, or something like that.
Yep.
And then the last was it was like 6-4. Yeah.
Yeah, 6-4. And again, like that really close hard point. Like, how did they win that? It was just at that what it was. I can't remember the hill number it is, but it's in the restaurant, and then it goes to top garage.
Yeah.
They just didn't rotate.
Yeah.
Like they threw everything that they had on that hill, and then it was only a couple seconds. It was like I think they rotated, and it was like 248 or 249, and they just grabbed the next 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And that was game.
Yeah, I think a couple guys lost some key gunfights in the back. They're trying to, but they.
Yeah. And again, like there you go, small mistakes. Like they could have won that map in some other universe. They win that map. They're over here like, yo, let's go, boys. They get the ball rolling, but they just they came out flat over New York. New York looks so good. It was a really good tournament. I was happy with it. The major, like the final, it was a little underwhelming. If I'm being honest,
it was just sweep. It was just quick.
It's just because I want like anybody, you want a close game.
Yeah,
you want like a good back and forth. Especially for us, we had no horse in this race. We're just like, hey, I want to see some good games.
Yeah,
if it's Boston playing, I'm like, Boston 5-0.
Yeah,
wreck these guys off the earth. But that finished up, and now we enter the realm of the roster mania off season here, which is one of my favorite parts of the whole.
Oh yeah, it's great. Off season roster mania for like any. I mean, it's not called roster mania for like other sports, but the off season for sports in general it's just a fun time because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
we could talk all about that. But we're not going to do that.
No, we won't jump into it. But if you've been watching, like following us throughout the year now. Like this is where a lot of the big changes are going to come. And like our last thing we'll say before we move on to season 4, I'm like most looking forward to this because this year in particular there are going to be huge changes. There are going to. I think the only team that's going to stick together is 2 teams is going to be New York and Ultra.
Yeah,
I honestly don't see any other team looking the same right now.
I mean, at minimum 10 teams are changing.
Yeah.
That's like I would bet a lot of money on that.
Yeah, me too.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Ultra changes.
Yeah,
either. It's like, they made it to champs, but again, you never know.
Right.
So
the only team
minimum teams 10.
Yeah, the only team I can't imagine changing is New York.
Yeah.
But again, even still, like money does talk.
Yeah, it does.
It's like you got to weigh that out. Those guys they were by and far the most successful team all year. They won 3 championships, including the world title. Do they stick together or do they go to a team where they think there's going to be better opportunity, collect the bag?
Yeah. It depends.
Who knows?
Yeah,
Depends
who knows?
how much money gets thrown.
Yeah. But congrats to New York.
Absolutely. Congrats to them and the whole organization.
Yeah. The Optic curse still lives on.
It does still live on.
That's a crazy record, I will say.
It is a crazy record.
Like the fact that Envoy won last year and he was dropped and Sender got dropped and now he won.
His team won. Yeah. So whoever gets dropped from Optic.
That's a bad stat. Yeah, I feel bad for those guys.
From them, for next year, I'm putting all my money on that team.
I mean, Rambo got dropped.
Yeah, true.
Is someone going to sign him as a coach?
Yeah, right.
Who knows?
Can you imagine if like Ghosty or one of these guys gets dropped from Optic and then Boston, they pick them up, all the chips in.
Yeah.
It's like, they're winning.
Yeah, they're winning. Yeah. So who knows? But congratulations to New York, all those guys. I wish it wasn't New York. I mean, like, I don't really care that
congratulations we give to New York.
I want that rivalry, and New York, they've just had an edge on Boston.
Yep, they have.
But yeah, I think it is easy to say they have been the best team all year. They've won 3 championships. Can't even argue that.
Yeah.
Best team in MW2.
Yeah, yep.
So congrats to those guys.
Yep. So now we got to move on. But MW3 is a different game, bro.
Exactly.
A different game.
They can enjoy the off season. It's 5 months. I hope all those guys enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now leading into season 4,
we don't got no off season though, bro.
Yeah, no off season
stuff for us. They all deleted Call of Duty, which by the way, that's what they'll do for sure. Those guys, when they finish up the season, none of those guys are probably ever going to touch this game again.
Yeah,
and we're still out here.
Yeah, I don't blame them though.
Yeah, yeah. They put in Freakazoid hours in that game.
It's their job.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, season 4 for us. You know, again, it's been going. We've been
it's been going.
We haven't played a lot of ranked, but that's just because it's Father's Day weekend. We've been busy.
Yep.
I expect Mike to be on like next weekend though. I'll be on him. We're gonna be playing a lot.
Yeah.
Because there's no excuses anymore. You got school off, dude.
Oh, yeah. I mean, dude,
we're playing.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I'm looking forward to it because I'm going to have these days where I get to just wake up and I'm like, you know what I got to do today? Nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be, I'm really looking forward to it, to just sinking in a ton into season 4. We did get to play, I think it was, I was playing by myself in the morning. I think it was for Saturday morning. I went and played the new map that they have. What is it? Countdown.
Yeah, Countdown.
Yeah, the new like remastered map. Dude, it's so strange because I haven't played that map since I played COD 4.
Yeah.
And I love how my brain just immediately, I'm like, yep, I know it.
Yeah.
You know? It's very strange to think how that works.
Yeah.
Haven't touched this map and like everything, but they did nothing to that map.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
changing.
Nothing. Yeah.
There's no doors. There's nothing that they altered from it, which I really like.
Yeah, no, it's nice that they didn't change anything.
Yeah.
I just wish it wasn't that map that they brought back, to be honest, because honestly, like, I didn't play COD 4 that much, but I'm pretty sure that map's not, like, a favorite map for everybody that played COD 4.
No.
That map's just, it's whatever.
Yeah, I'm going to go look up some of the COD 4 maps.
I played Control on it, didn't like it on Control, to be honest.
Yeah.
But you know, it's another map.
Yeah, so some of the maps that like obviously get a lot of love, of course, Shipment, Crash. We've seen a couple of remasters of.
I like Crash way more.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. Vacant was in what COD was that in?
They remastered Vacant. It was MW.
Yeah, MW 2019.
Yeah.
But some maps from the old COD 4 that I wish were back, like for me, Crash for sure would have been a really good one. The other one that I loved was Crossfire.
Yeah.
Do you remember that map?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a really, really good map.
Yeah.
I would definitely put those over Showdown.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Showdown's just it's in Warzone. So I'm not surprised that they remastered and just brought it into multiplayer.
Yeah, it was I don't know. It's underwhelming. Like, it's a good map, but it's not great. Like, I don't really get excited for it.
Yeah.
I just hopped into the 24/7 playlist and I was like, all right, let's see how it is.
Yeah.
You know, I was playing people at 8:30 in the morning on a Saturday.
Yeah. Dude, if you guys haven't realized, Mike's the morning player, and I only play in the afternoon and night.
Yeah. I'll get up at like 7:30, 8, and then I'll just go make my coffee.
Yeah.
And I'll play
and just pound all the
oh my god
losers that are on.
Yeah, like I don't even bother going into a like a private match or anything. I'm just like, let me just go play some.
Oh yeah,
people.
You're playing all bots.
Oh yeah, dude, these guys are running around. They got riot shields. They're not even using like throwing knives. They're just running around trying to get me. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Yeah. I'm over here jump shotting and they're calling me names. I'm like, dude, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's bad. But no, that's a good map. The other map though that came up, I have yet to play it.
I haven't played it either.
I haven't played it, so I have no idea. We got to go play it tonight, kind of get a sense for it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if these maps come in like the normal rotation very much, or if they just exist in these.
No, I mean, like I played a Countdown in Control, and the other map I'm pretty sure is in Control too.
Okay.
But again, like we just had, like I played last night for like an hour and a half, and it didn't come in rotation.
Yeah.
But I mean, granted, I only played for like a half an hour in post, and I played ranked.
Yeah.
But
yeah, can you imagine Showdown though as a ranked map?
Yeah, no.
No.
That's an awful map for ranked.
Yeah, that'd be horrendous.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine anything on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess the only thing on there would be search.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that map could slightly be good for.
Yeah.
And other than and even still, it's a terrible search map. But yeah, played a little bit of that. Again, yeah, we still got the 2 maps there, and I'm trying to really think of other things that are going on with it. I mean, we did get reset and ranked, which was been it was sad, of course, but it's nice too, starting down at Plat 3 for me, and you had we were at what, Diamond 3 is it?
Diamond 1.
Diamond 1, yeah, because Diamond 1 I believe is the highest they'll put you, right?
Yeah.
You can't start off like in Crim 1 if you were up in Iridescent. You go all the way back down there. So it's nice to be doing that. Makes the grind a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Having to get back up there.
Yeah. And now you still need to hit Crimson, bro. You don't have that.
I know, dude.
You don't have that suit.
I know. I need that suit. I need the suit and the badge.
It's time. We gotta hit it, especially now. I mean, like a lot of people are gonna drop off of ranked. So,
I wonder how many people are still gonna be playing it.
I mean, like I can tell you that we're probably gonna be playing ranked most of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, pubs is fun, but again, like I want to hit Crim, ideally hit Iridescent, and like get all that stuff unlocked.
Yeah. Like I said, now's the time to be doing it because just a lot of people are going to be dropping off from it. I mean, I wonder what people who are listening to, how many actually are still playing the game avidly.
Yeah. I mean, most people stop playing like after the first season of ranked because of all the hackers and stuff.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and for us, like again, thankfully, just because we're on console, we haven't experienced it.
Yeah.
I worry when we get up because we're probably going to be a lot closer. Like you'll be in like Crim 1 or Crim 2, and I'll be Crim 1. So they're going to have to put us up against higher people.
Yeah.
You know, it's helped out where like you'll be in Crim 1 and I'm Diamond 3. They definitely adjust who they put you up against.
Yeah, with other diamonds.
Yeah. And especially now, like, I'm Plat 3.
Yeah.
And you're Diamond 1. Some of these guys that we play, absolute morons.
Oh, yeah. We're at the point where, like, we've only played ranked for, like, one night together. And
yeah, one night or 2 nights we played.
Something like that. Either way, we're, like, super negative in wins. And I was getting mad.
Yeah.
Dude, because, guys, I get very into this. Like, I'm very competitive. And... like, we should not be losing to Plat players. Right. It's just, we make stupid mistakes. I'm looking on the map, and, like, I don't rage that much. I was getting pissed. I was hitting my table.
Yeah.
I was upset.
Well, to your point about this, right, is because of, like, the people that we have on there, I will say, too, like, were we playing as good as we should have, like, you and me individually? No. And, like, all of myself, too. Like, probably not. But I will add on to this, a big thing that fucking sucks about it is the teammates that you get.
Oh yeah,
the quality of some of these people, it's atrocious, bro.
Yeah,
it's so bad.
Yeah, it's hard when, like, I'll just speak for myself, like, because I solo queue a lot, playing with a lot of Crim players, like Crim 2, Crim 3 players, and then getting reset back to Diamond 1, and the quality of players, like you said, it's so hard to, like, play sometimes.
Yeah,
because I expect people do certain things on the map, and I don't even need to think about it, and they just do it, and now I just have to focus on what I'm doing, my one job. But when you're playing with lower ranked players and, you know, they're not sure of what to do, you feel like you have to do everything. And when you have to do everything, you're going to lose.
Yeah, it's so bad. I mean, when we've been playing the past couple nights, that was the biggest thing that I would see. And, like, I would just be shaking my head as we're playing because there's, like, especially on hardpoint, there would just be times where we've got 4 people on a hill. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, why do we need all these people here?
Yeah.
You know, and then there's only like 20 seconds left. Everybody's still on the hill.
Yeah.
Like, you and I just died because we're trying to rotate. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, these guys are not, they're not prioritizing, like, any rotations. Their positioning is awful. Everything about, like, especially lanes that they're watching. Again, things that you would expect.
Yeah.
Like, when we were playing, you know, I'm Diamond 3 and you're Crim 1, like, we're definitely up there.
Yeah.
It's very rare you come across people who are totally lost.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We all make bad plays at times.
Yeah.
But these guys, it's like that's their job is to make bad plays.
It's about, like, how you mesh with, like, the random players.
Yeah.
And, you know, again, for the most part, when you're up in those higher ranks, it's, you know, you're obviously going to team up with other people that you just don't mesh well together because maybe you play the same exact play style and that doesn't work. Or you just get people that are just trying to slay out and do everything, and that doesn't work either.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you're playing with low plat players and they don't know what rotating is really, and we get 4 down and we need to rotate, but they'll stay in the back of our spawn or something like that. Yeah. And then like we just lose position. Can't really do anything after that.
Yeah. It's all those things. I mean, a big thing I notice when we play with higher level people is even if we don't have mics, which again, pretty much every time that we play, it's just us in the party.
Yeah.
But you can tell though that the other guys, maybe they're talking to each other in game chat, or even if they don't have a mic, they're still looking at the mini map.
Oh yeah.
All the time. You know, and I don't know, I speak for myself. I do that all the time. I'm always looking at the map and like adjusting in the moment where I'm going to go and what I'm going to do. Because I'm like, okay, teammate's here. He's doing this. I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I was going to do. But now I got to like back up and do something else. Right. And in ranked, like at the higher level, that's so easy to do. But now it's like, okay, they're not doing this or this or this. So
yeah,
I got to try to prioritize in a couple of seconds here. Like, which one should I do?
Yeah. And that's when breaks happen all the time.
Yeah.
Like if I tell you, look, I have your front arch, don't bother looking there. Like I have it.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you have 2 ways that you have to look, you're probably going to die at some point.
Right.
And yeah, there are a lot of teammates that just, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like they don't know how to play competitive, which is, that happens. It's a learning curve. It's just really unfortunate when like all of us get reset to that point.
Yeah.
Because
you go.
Realistically, you and I shouldn't have lost a single game.
Oh,
like
no.
Those
No,
that night or those 2 days that we played.
No.
We should be on like a 10-win streak.
Yeah.
And that's not even like adding to our egos, like trying to say we're like amazing players or anything. It's just we know we're better than that.
Yeah, exactly. We're not gods over here, but we're way better than those guys.
Yeah, like we went 0-5,
Yeah.
0-4, then we finally won 1 game.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well,
Get the ball rolling.
and the game that we won, it was because the 2 players knew what they were doing. Like the moment you hear me say like, I have to switch, it's chalked.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's chalked because for the most part, like I don't mind like switching weapons, but when I have to switch weapons, obviously I have to play different.
Yeah.
And on that Himmelmat Expo, the 1 game that we won, it worked out because we needed like another TAC player because our other TAC player wasn't doing anything on that map.
Right.
They weren't playing the right areas. But like you feel that momentum shift, and like I'm perfectly fine not stat padding and making that change to make the other 3 players on the team like feel that momentum shift.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm a big position guy. If you put yourself in the right situations, like your teammates, if you trust them, they'll do everything that they can.
Yeah.
And I'm saying Expo specifically because you guys know we're like, well, we call it white, like where the sign is, a spa sign. You want that stair control if you're defending A, and I kept going. I never, ever run there if I have a Vaz. Ever.
Yeah.
I'm always in the middle, like in the mix somewhere. But if you have attack, you need to take control of that side. And I don't know how many times I've told you, like, I'm on top of the bus. They're spawning in that tiny room, and I'm just staying there, forcing them to spawn there. And it's either they run out that tiny room and you guys just have them locked down and I trust you guys, or they come through the back on that staircase and they have to gun me.
Right. And you're just doing that to block spawns to make sure they don't go through that way.
Exactly.
To just make our jobs easier.
Yeah.
So like now if you're doing that, I'm going to be either like by white, like on, like trying to watch from, from top bar or from bottom bar there. Or I may be like at top bar, just blocking off that whole area there too.
Yeah.
Because like I can win that gunfight pretty easily.
Yeah. That's the thing. You only have to worry about bar side and over to B. That's it. They can't be coming from like the back and hitting A ever.
Right. Yeah, it's just that makes the game so much easier on yourself.
Yeah. And there's so many times like I'm like, do you want help? Do you want help? And I would just see the kill feed. I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here.
Right.
Also, I sat there for like a good minute and a half, and in COD that's a long time in a round.
Right.
And I saw 1 person because they tried coming through the back.
Right.
But for the most part, like now it just makes it so much easier for you guys.
Right.
To just all you have to do is just get kills.
Yeah, and again, you had teammates too that like, well, I'll throw myself in there too. Like you can trust and are actually getting those kills.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But that's the thing. Now, when we're in some of these, it's kind of a roll of the dice because you may be doing that, but the teammates can't pull the weight on their end.
So now, I have to give up that block and run up and now I'm coming up to top theater, and if they're on B, I have to win those fights, and now they're going to be spawning behind us.
Yeah, they're going to spawn over by A, and we don't probably have anybody that's white that's watching like the stairs push. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
It's really, when I play those positions, like tip for you guys, it's like picking and choosing what, you have to think ahead, like a whole minute ahead. Like, is it worth it? Because I still think A's the harder point to capture on Himmelmat, but you really have to pick and choose. And, like, you'll feel it, too, when you're playing the game, how your teammates do and stuff. But, yeah, you really have to pick and choose when it comes to that.
Yeah, I would say COD is very simple.
Yeah.
Regarding your positioning, and if you look at the map, like, even in this game where spawns can be kind of whack at times, it is very simple.
Yeah.
If you play a certain way, you hold certain positions, the game will, like, play into your favor.
Yeah.
And then again, if you have teammates and everyone that's going to actually be able to hold up their end, then the game is pretty much over.
Yeah.
You saw that. I remember in the first map from the going back with the CDL with the New York and Ultra match on was it on a Hydro? It was one of the Ultra players got in the back for P2, and it was Priesta, and he knows he's in the back. Is he challenging? No.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I'm gonna watch in the back here. Like, other teammate is top dome. He's got the middle area covered. He's like, there are 2 doors here. Yeah. Or there's that one door and then that like hop up there. Yeah. And you just saw him. He's like got a like crazy angle and he's not moving. He's like, I'm never gonna give this up.
Yeah.
This guy is he has to push at some point.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to get something. And sure enough, he gets the kill. It's like, that's easy.
Yeah, exactly. You put yourself in the best position possible.
Right. Put yourself in that position and just wait.
Yeah.
Like, like you're there and you're like, okay, that they're spawning here. So you're like, all right, I got them spawning over there, Mike. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm not watching like, from bottom bar.
Yeah.
Being like, oh, they're going to go hit through here. It's like, no, they're going to come through like these 2 doors.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
It makes life easy for me.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just trust in the teammates. Like, again, if they hold up there and just, get trades and stuff, it's fine.
Right. But then, like, you could be an asshole and be like, I need to get some kills.
Yeah.
And let me go, like, run out and start, like, trying to get some kills.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you could do that, and maybe you're having a really good day where you fry, but it's just not necessary.
Yeah, it ruins ruins the situation for like the entire team.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to play as an AR. Like on that, like again with Priesta, like he's got an AR.
Yeah,
he's not going to be running out like trying to get some crazy like highlight kill. He's like, why do I need to do that? Like, we're not playing for the stat championship here.
Yeah,
this is for the win.
Yeah,
And I remember at the end of that game, he had like the least kills. His whole team was frying, and like he didn't do bad, but he had way less than everybody. I'm like, yeah, but again, his impact, things that he like he maybe gets 12 kills. Those are huge 12 kills.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that I will say there are a lot of crim players up at the top and like iridescent that they understand the game, but they want to be that cracked like sub player.
Yeah,
and I mean, I've had multiple people. Like, this one guy was like, I had this awful crim player. He only got 16 kills. I went like 16 to 20 in a hard point. I'm like, the only reason why we won is because I was doing the right thing and letting you guys run.
Right.
So I don't want to hear it because we won.
Right.
And like, yeah, you dropped 25. He went like 25 and 19, which again is not a crazy stat line, first of all. But
no,
you dropped that because I was in the right position for you. It's a team game, buddy. Like, it's not. Yeah, there are those moments where like one person will utterly take over. But at the end of the day, like, you're only taking over because your team is helping you for the most part.
Yeah.
Unless, I get it. If your entire team's just complete like super negative, I'm talking like -8 plus, and you're just the only one positive frying, then yeah, I'd understand that. But
yeah,
you have to realize it's a team game.
Yeah, and again, at the end of the day, like for us, like us getting up into higher levels and ranked, it really just comes down to the communication.
Yeah.
Like that's been the biggest thing. I mean, that's why I always like playing with you, just because like we've really worked on that.
Yeah.
Like being able to small talk and like work out plays and strategies. And that's like why we'll get wins,
Yeah.
Especially when we're up higher. Now it's just tough because you get that variable of teammates who don't understand that,
Yeah.
They just want to be running out all the time, and then when they're not getting those kills, you're like, you need to adjust.
Yeah.
Like you as an individual, you are not frying. You're not that guy right now.
Yeah.
change the way you're playing, or else you're gonna cost us this.
Yeah,
point,
yeah.
You know?
And then you see some try to adjust. I've seen like some switch from a vast to attack. That's great. And then I'll usually switch to the other one, whatever it is, and I'm fine with that. And then they play a lot better.
Yeah,
I'm like that. Just change it.
Right.
If you're hurting the team, just change it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think today when we play tonight, it's gonna be a lot better. We're gonna go on a good win streak. I know we easily can go on like 8+.
Yeah,
easily.
Against these clowns, no doubt.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah.
And again, we have to stay hot for MW3.
Yeah.
I know the season is over, but I can't wait for the next COD because we've got stuff like cooking up for you guys. Yeah. And at the Helix Center, like they throw these tournaments. I know they want to throw more like 2v2 tournaments, all that. Mm-hmm. We gotta show like our skills, because I know a lot of people listening question us.
Yeah.
Like, again, we're not pro players or anything, but I know for a fact we're better than the average player that only plays like 3 times a week.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. I would say too, like if they have the 2v2s, I mean, we're locked in.
Yeah.
We do have, we've got a third that we can definitely rely on.
Yeah.
Somebody we met who's, great guy in person. And he's actually like a really good player, who can. You could tell he's a good player because he doesn't talk like
the ones that
smack. Guys who are quiet are always the good ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Which
is funny because when we're there at Helix, like we don't talk at all about it. We're just there watching.
Right.
This is our platform to like let it out.
Right.
Let our egos out. Yeah.
No, there's the guys who are like, dude, he's so dumb. When you say that about a pro player, I'm just like I turn it off. I'm just like,
yeah,
all right, bro. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, he's a moron. He's signed to a professional team. There's only like how many players? 60 of them.
Yeah.
Wow, he's an idiot.
Yeah,
like, come on.
Yeah, and that guy too doesn't know that he made a mistake.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. It's either these pros like they know it's a mistake, and anybody that plays ranked knows if they made a mistake or not, like at that level, and they own it. Or you talk to them and you're like, why did you do that? There's always a reason why someone's doing something.
Yeah.
On the map.
Yeah.
It might be wrong, but, someone's thinking about something.
Yeah.
And it could be a possibility. Like, for example, if someone thinks spawns like flipped or something like that, and clearly they didn't, that's something that player should work on, right? They're clearly wrong.
Yeah.
But say like I die and I'm like, yo, he's front arch or whatever, and you go in for my trade, but you know that you got a call out or something that someone's coming from your left, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Now you have to decide. Mm-hmm. And say you choose a guy on your left, you go to kill him, and you do, and the guy that killed me trades you. It's like, okay, I didn't know that the guy on the left's coming to get you.
Right.
So it's so situational, but I think that's why you and I like mesh well together, because we can understand and see what we're trying to do.
Yeah. No, and we understand like what we're not say like capable of as individual players, but like on that map how we play it, what we're able to do.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely a big thing that's that we've worked on and gotten better at.
I will say, like, when you're playing with randoms, I get chirped at by my own teammates, and like, why aren't you doing this? And I tell them, well, there's this person here and here, and you have to pick, you have to make your choice, pick your battles,
right?
And it happens,
right?
And they're like, well, you should have been doing this. I'm like, first off, you're just being really selfish at this point. Like, come and get my trade, not thinking that someone else somewhere else.
Right.
You just don't know.
I don't think we've ever said that before.
Well,
you and me, go get my trade. Come get my trade.
Well, no, we've never said that, but we've been in situations where like we just get each other's trades.
We always do.
No, like we're just around each other where we can see a lane.
Yeah.
And like that happens all the time right now, especially like the lower skill divisions.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, he's bottom pool, and you get a kill and I die, and you just look for my trade and it's dead.
Yeah, but again, that's because like for me too, like mini map. I'm
mini map, all the time. Mini map.
I'm playing around you. You see that, and I'm like, you'll call him out, and then I'm like, okay, well, he's not gonna probably be there anymore. Like, he's gonna be running from there. Yeah. So like, where's he gonna go? And at that level, like these guys, like, it's so predictable where people are gonna go.
Yeah. like you said, it's easy at that. Like the logic, if you play it enough, you understand it. It's really easy.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, the teamwork, what you're doing on the map together.
Yeah.
Because like a CeeLo, for example, like you and I work really well on a CeeLo. And the amount of times you've called out like top window, bottom pool or whatever, and vice versa, it's always there.
Yeah.
Always happening.
Yeah. Because I feel like that map in particular,
it's just lanes.
Yeah.
Lanes.
Yeah. I feel like that map, it's kind of hard to finesse on it. At least, like, again, that's like from our experience, like the guys that we play on that map.
Yeah.
It's just very predictable where people are going to, like, how they're going to play it. I would say something like a map that would be less predictable would be like a Fortress Hardpoint. Like that map, like, you can get kind of mixy as to what you do. But even still, like, a lot of times the people that we're playing in like the diamonds, like in plat right now, and even like in the crim level, it's very easy. Like that map, I don't know, I always feel like that map is it's simple, like it's very easy to play.
Yeah, it's 3 lanes for the most part, and they can't really come from anywhere else.
No, it's very easy to hold that map.
The map's big enough to where you can't spawn up and hit a certain area like quick enough, like Fortress, for example, like on the cannon hill. I mean, you spawn up, like you can hit that hill so quick. Immediate. It's like the Bokage of Vanguard.
Right.
It's just so quick. Like, you'll understand the spawns, but you kill 2 guys and the third person is like already coming after you. So you just have to be ready.
Now we've definitely got a lot of those maps down again, but like just as we're trying to cruise through here and get into like the ranks that we should belong to, it's gonna be a roll of the dice. When we play here. So I hope like when we play tonight and then just going forward through the week, like we get blessed with some people who have some brain cells going on there.
I mean, I feel like if you're still playing ranked at this point,
you got to be somewhat capable.
Yeah, especially with COD Champs being over, you know. So I mean, if you guys are playing, like, definitely let us know in the comments down below. Or like in the poll, because really wonder how many people are actually playing that don't follow competitive.
No, I do too. And again, I think we talked about it in episode 122 about it. There's a lot of guys that we hear from, like whether it's in person or just like you see them on the replies on Twitter. Like whether it's our stuff or other people's stuff, people talk about this game and they don't play it anymore. So it's like, do you actually even know what's going on in it? Like, could you play this game? Exactly. Especially the guys who got big mouths. Saying stuff all the time. Like, bro, I doubt you can play this game.
And if you're legitimately trying to get better at the game, because there are a lot, like I would say a lot of the supporters and listeners for us. We get a lot of comments that like, man, I'm just stuck in crim. Like, I can't get out, blah, blah. Like,
not a bad place to be stuck.
No, it's not bad.
No.
Or like, people are stuck in plat, whatever.
Or I'm stuck top 245. I'm like, damn, dude.
This is like a good time to just like, practice in ranked. Obviously, MW3, it's going to be different, but, it's all about reps.
I mean, if you're going to be playing any COD, like, or just playing an FPS, like that's at the relatively same pace, it's going to benefit you big time. I mean, I don't want to talk about it much, but like when XDEFIANT comes out, like I have no worries about playing nice in that game. Just because like that, I'm sure the pace of that game is very similar to like the past couple of years of COD, and we've been playing nonstop. That's why you see all these guys who are like, retired pros, playing it and they fry in that game. I'm like, but they still play COD all the time.
And, right now is a really good time to just try ranked if you haven't. Because a lot of the really big CDL fans are most likely going to stop, The season's over. So definitely try it out. And, I mean, we're going to be playing throughout the whole season until MW3 comes out. And I'm telling you guys, when MW3 comes out, like we're going to be playing a lot. Oh yeah, more
strapping.
More stuff's going to come out.
It's going to be, I'm excited for it.
Maybe we'll even get like some gameplay and stuff, cuz I know we have been getting like a lot of people saying I need to see
I need to see,
I need to see. Can you actually back it up? And I know we can.
We can. There's no worry about it. We've saved gameplay and stuff. But when we go into the next game, we'll definitely be putting it out there for you guys so you can see.
Because if you guys haven't realized, Mike and I are definitely very particular about the stuff that we put out. And at least for the like, this isn't spoiling anything, but the gameplay, when we put it out, we want it to be for a reason.
Right.
You know, like, I don't want to just put out a gameplay of us playing, like, so we're just doing voiceovers watching it. And we're like, this is why I did this here.
Right.
Like, we're not a strategy guy.
No.
If you guys want to know more and go really in depth with the game, go watch the flank.
Yeah.
Go watch like Scump methods, like at the breakdown.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are way more qualified.
Yeah, they're pros or former pros, and again, we're the COD Casuals.
Yeah,
we can get by, but again, we're not saying
we could teach you how to get into the plats and diamonds. You know.
Oh yeah, we can't. We're not saying we were pro players.
No.
But a lot of people in the competitive community do think that they're pro players.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, and then they're like, gold too. And I'm like, well, let's calm down.
Yeah, exactly. You know, if you threw the two of us, if you threw me and you and a copy of me and you into a 4v4 against like the worst team in the CDL, we're losing. It doesn't matter
10 times out of 10.
Yeah.
We only win that if those guys are drunk or high.
Exactly.
That's the only way we.
Yeah, because it doesn't even matter if our comms are so on point. Because again, at that point, like we have good shots, but their teamwork.
Yeah,
and they do shoot way straighter. Like it's just you guys know when you play COD.
Yeah,
like just different shots.
Yeah, again, like there's let's say like closing on it. Like there's so many different levels to the game.
Yeah.
And I've seen that before. I've already talked about it a while. Somebody had said that on one of Scum streams about it. Was like, oh yeah, like the top guys in ranked could definitely beat like one of the worst teams in the CDL. And he's just like trying not to say the most obscene things to this person.
Yeah.
But he's like, I strongly disagree. And it's so true. It's like those guys, like we saw that at the last LAN.
Yeah.
Like the guys that are playing, like they play together all the time and they're on a team. And then they played some of the coaches from the breach. And the people are probably like, oh man, they're washed, they're like older guys, they're getting married, they don't care. Like, they just like talk about the game. I'm like, dude, those guys are so good. You don't understand. And those guys would get absolutely annihilated if they played like another CDL team, like of actual players, But it's only when you're in those positions where you're actually up against them that you realize like, wow, I suck.
Yeah.
Or not even say like suck. You just realize that there is another level to this game. It's with everything. Like we all have our expectations of certain things. Like I always say that, I don't want to go on a tangent. I say about guitar playing. Like there's guys like I think I suck compared to, but then it's like you got to check yourself.
Yeah. No, there's always someone better than you.
Yeah.
You don't ever want to be at the top because if you're at the top, then that means
you're not learning anymore.
You can't improve anymore.
Yeah. And then it's like everything sucks.
Yeah, exactly. Like if
imagine if you knew everything.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
it would be awful.
Everyone's just trying to get something from you.
Yeah.
At that point.
No, but yeah, if you're really trying to get like up to that next level, like we'll have some content down the line regarding like things that we do to help us play. But if you're looking for like serious pro strats and stuff like that for maybe you and your boys who are playing, go watch, like Justin said, go watch the flank or go listen to the breakdown. Like. They're
those guys are the real deal. We're here because
they're the real deal.
We're we're your bros. We're your college buddies.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to know more,
right?
Because when we watched, shout out Dens, shout out Zach. When we watched them play, like it looks like they, they didn't miss a beat.
Yeah,
they were just frying.
Yeah,
and like this is the head coach and the general manager of the Boston Breach.
Yeah,
and they're cooking these kids at LAN.
Yeah, absolutely frying them.
Yeah, married.
Yeah.
And they're just frying you.
Yeah. Probably don't play the game at all.
We need to get that duo and duo. Could you imagine?
2v2.
The COD Casuals.
Versus those guys.
Oh, no, I was thinking.
Or you think four of us team up.
Yeah. The COD Casuals with GM Dens and head coach Zed.
13th team.
Dude,
CDL.
That might be a good team at a LAN.
Content idea.
That would be good.
I'm with it.
Yeah. They could coach us.
Yeah, they would teach us a ton about the game.
Yeah, everything. They're like, you guys have been playing this game all wrong.
Yeah, they keep at you. Yeah, like my heart sinks.
Yeah,
they'd be like, Justin, what are you doing?
Yeah,
like, what am I doing?
Yeah, what? I don't know. Tell me, master, sensei.
You're like, teach me right now.
Yeah. That'd be super fun.
That would be fun. Yeah, I could already see it right now.
Yeah, right.
Dude, something I wanted to close on, because this was like such a big thing. Was did you see this whole contract with XQC?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I'm sure other people have seen this. This is big in gaming, but this is just big in sports too. So he, left Twitch.
Yeah.
And he's going to Kick, which is like the big rival right now.
Yeah.
2 years, $100 million.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't fathom that.
Good for him. Shout out XQC. I mean, yeah, dude.
Shout out XQC.
Good for him.
My guy collected the bag.
No, yeah, he definitely collected the bag.
You know, that's unreal.
I think that's great for him.
Great for gaming too.
Yeah, no, it's great for gaming. I just think I think Kick could have spent their money a little wiser because it's going to bring a lot of publicity because XQC is huge on Twitch. Yeah. He's going to bring so many of his followers over to Kick. His like true fans, and obviously, you know, more people that just see him on like videos and whatever, right? But I think they could have allocated that money, you know, a little bit better to smaller content creators, rather than just putting like one lump sum into one big creator. Because don't get me wrong, like those big creators, like they deserve it. Like there's a reason why they get signed these big contracts. But if you really want to impact like the community itself and, you know, help out more content creators, I think you go the route of like, you know, getting, you know, smaller creators too involved. Because I mean, dude, imagine if we got like I know we don't live stream, but if they're like, here's a contract for 1 year, it's 1 year, or no, like 2 years for like $24K. So like an extra $1,000 a month, $1,000 a month. That will literally change people's lives because you can still work, you know, your 9 to 5, and imagine getting like an extra grand on top of like the job you already. Like
huge.
Yeah, that would be huge. That's you know, Kick if you guys want, you know,
consultation. I mean, there you go.
There you go.
But you don't do it for free though, of course.
Yeah, obviously.
No.
2 years, $200 million.
Yeah, for that expert consultation there.
But I think that they could have gone the route of signing like smaller creators and, you know, bring more people to the platform instead of just banking on like one big creator.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and I think that it's gonna be interesting to see how it develops because they're obviously putting not I say all their eggs in one basket, but a ton of their eggs.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. In just the hopes that he's gonna carry all of his audience over, and then they can execute what you were just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're really trying to make a push here to finish off Twitch, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, that's their goal.
I'm not like a financial advisor or anything, but just looking from the inside out, or is that right? Inside out?
From the outside in.
Outside in, yeah. This is not sustainable as a business if they're going to just keep like, you know, shelling out all this money and like paying. It's great for the content creators, you know, like I'm super happy for them.
Right.
But at the end of the day, like if Kick wants to survive and operate, you know, as a business, which is, you know, they have to pay like for these streaming services, like these servers and stuff, the platform, they have to do that somehow. You know, obviously you have to invest money to make money, but you don't want to over invest.
Right. Right.
So there's going to be like, there's a lot of controversy with Twitch right now. I won't even get into that.
No.
But Twitch is doing stuff to where, you know, they have to make money at some point, right?
Yeah.
I think they're doing it the wrong way. But like XQC, like for example, right? He's huge. Someone that we know is really big is like Scump. Scump is massive in COD, right? But imagine like you sign like Scump, Sensor, you know, the big COD guys like the Flank over to Kick. You know, they're not signing those guys for like $100 million. I'm sure they're going to get like a good chunk of change, but now you just got 3 really big creators for like, you know, maybe a couple million, whatever, for X number of years.
Yeah.
Instead of banking it on one big person.
Yeah. No, it's just about like with the words here would be like to diversify your funds.
Yeah.
You know, have like I say like a more vast portfolio.
Yeah.
Of people that you have there. You know, yeah, because if you just have like those guys already have massive followings, and I guess the question is XQC worth that $100 million?
Yeah,
you know,
only time will tell.
Exactly, that's the thing. So we'll have to wait and see over the 2 years.
Yeah, because again, you have to think XQC doesn't like he's just a variety streamer. He does whatever he wants, and people watch him.
Yeah,
I get it. If you invest in like Scump is the COD like king.
Right,
that's what he does.
Yeah.
So
if you want to take over COD,
yeah.
There you go.
Exactly. Yeah. So I understand why they went after like a variety streamer, someone that's just huge.
Yeah.
And people just watch him. But yeah, it's interesting because Kick too. They're promoting the, we'll pay you $16 an hour if you become like a Kick partner, which that's like amazing. But I don't know, dude. Like think about it from a person that we don't stream. You're not in the business realm. But if someone only averages, say, I think their criteria was 30 viewers. Do you is that person worth like $16 an hour every time they stream?
Exactly.
Like, imagine if we had 30 viewers and we streamed, I don't know, 25 hours, like a week.
Right.
Personally, I don't think we don't deserve that $16 an hour.
Yeah. I mean, that ends up being a lot of cash.
No, yeah, it is, and it's great for I'm not saying this is bad for content creators.
It's not.
It's good.
All.
No, it's great. I would love that.
It's just the question of sustainability.
Exactly. Yeah. It's
how much money do you have?
Yeah, to do that.
I mean, I don't want to go crazy about it, but it's there's always those things. Whether it's on this stuff or political things, it's it's great. Mm-hmm. In an idea,
short term,
yeah. It's you would think about you would love for that to happen, but with what money? How are we going to be able to actually
keep doing this? Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, that's the big thing. They can do it now, but over the course of how long are they trying to stay in this?
Yeah,
are they going to be? Is Kick going to be around? They're the thing for the future?
Yeah,
or is it going to be I don't even remember the name of it. The
Mixer.
Yeah. It's gonna be a Mixer thing.
Yeah.
Mixer, they had cash, they shelled it out, and then
Ninja capitalized.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
yeah exactly.
He cashed out.
Yeah,
good
exactly.
for him.
Ninja, he understood the assignment.
Yeah,
and
great for him.
Collected cash. He's yeah, they had cash. I have it.
Yeah.
But they were around for I don't even know. It
was 2 years.
Yeah,
I think.
exactly, something like that.
Yeah, and it's all about longevity. That's the thing. Because I like competitive. This is good that
Which in this space, longevity is not easy to come by.
Yeah, this is good that Kick is coming and rivaling Twitch.
Yeah,
because Twitch needs other competitors and stuff.
Right.
But again, can you outlast Twitch?
Yeah.
So we can revisit this conversation in another 2-3 years. Is Kick still around?
Episode 480.
Yeah. So it's just. I don't know. It's interesting. Different concept.
Yeah, it is very interesting.
Because, I mean, dude, we could be live streaming on Twitch if we get 30 viewers. Imagine we got paid $16 an hour.
Yeah, bro. That's life changing, but it is it does. It changes a lot of things. A lot of things that we could do in our personal lives, and what we could especially spend that towards this.
Yeah, exactly.
That ends up being a lot of money.
Yeah, it helps the small content creators. But yeah. Well, could you imagine if they didn't sign XQC, right? And they do this $16 an hour if you're a partner, right?
Right.
That's just even more cash that they could be putting that's great.
Right.
Because I'm sure then we would even try dabbling into that.
Yeah.
They have more funds. If they have 100 million, I'm sure they don't have 100 million in the bank just ready to go.
Yeah, but,
they could stretch it out for another 5 years or whatever.
Yeah. No, again, it's what do you... I mean, that's just the debate, right? And we don't really know the whole back end of that. It's do you want to put your money into the masses? Because again, how many millions of people stream on Twitch?
Yeah.
Right. But how many people actually are contributing to Twitch's success?
Exactly.
A very small percentage of those people.
The top 3%. Yeah. How many viewers do they have?
Exactly.
Out of all the people streaming.
Exactly.
So.
And I don't know the specifics of that, but it's just there's so many people at the bottom and in the middle there, and then there's just a very finite amount of people there that when they're I want to become a streamer, you think of Tim the Tap Man. I'm okay, there's 5 of him.
No, exactly.
In the world.
Twitch is we've said the stat before, but Twitch is super top heavy.
Yeah.
It's if I mean, Tim's on YouTube now, but back before, right?
Right.
When YouTube wasn't really invested into streaming, you got Courage, you got Nick Merckx, you got Tim the Tap Man, these massive guys, if they're streaming all at the same day on Warzone, it's over.
Yeah.
They make up, I would even say 95% of the viewer count of that day in Warzone, in that category.
Yeah.
So if you're streaming that day, it's very strategic.
Yeah.
That's why so many people, I'll wake up, for example, right? And I'll just look at Twitch to see who's streaming. And like Havoc is streaming from CDL. Why? Because if he streams later in the afternoon, Scump's probably streaming.
Yep.
Those guys work their ass off to where they can like put their own schedule and like where they want to stream. But you know, if you're an up and coming streamer, you have to stream at those like weird hours because then you'll get the most eyes on you.
Right. Or like, and even more like on a bigger level is like with Scump and Zuma.
Yeah.
Like during the Champs weekend here, both of those guys, they're streaming at the same time during the events. And Scump just has such a bigger following.
Yeah.
Like he dwarfs Zuma. So many of Zuma's fans will go over there and watch. You know? So but then if Zuma's just streaming by himself, he's going to have way more people. Because we can't go watch Scump and we can't watch this guy, so let's go watch Zuma.
No, exactly. It's like they coexist. They share the wealth between each other.
Right.
But like I'm just saying, like these watch parties are great, but if Scump and Zuma are both streaming, everybody's going to be honestly watching them at the same exact time for the most part. And then all the other watch party streamers, like a lot of people won't be going to them.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
Yeah.
And, you know, streaming is like a whole different problem. Like we're not even in that. So
yeah, we'll close it.
Yeah, we'll close it on that.
But yeah, it'll be cool to revisit in 200 episodes here.
Yeah, 2 to 3 years. Yeah, is Kick still around, or is Mixer gonna?
Yeah,
is it gonna happen like Mixer?
Tune in next year.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, man, I think we're all set, bro. We think we covered everything.
Yeah, we covered season 4. Oh, we didn't talk about Vondel, but we didn't play Vondel, and we told you that in episode 122. So
yeah, we'll talk about it.
No surprise.
Yeah, no surprise.
Yeah,
that you have to stick around for 124 for that one.
Yeah.
So come back next week.
I will say though, I've heard people are like, it's better than what they had.
Yeah. Okay.
But literally, it was that drop the day that it came out. People were like, oh, it's better than the maps that they had before. And then they stopped playing.
Yeah.
Warzone 2, I feel for those guys.
There we go. We talked about it. Okay. Yeah. We didn't have to wait. All right. That's it. People are hyped. Now they say it's shit.
Yeah. But yeah, we covered everything in season 4.
We covered everything.
Yeah, everything. Congrats to the New York Subliners.
Yeah, congrats to them. And also, again, congrats to Boston Breach and the whole organization. They gave off an amazing season inside the game and outside the game. We can't give those guys enough flowers.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they're the best org in the league.
Yeah, and we can't wait for more events and how they're going to, you know, get involved with the fans.
And for them to win every goddamn major in MW3.
Oh, yeah, they're going 6-0.
6-0, champs.
Yeah, everything across the board, and we're going to be there supporting all the way.
Yeah, 100%.
But, yeah, for all the pros and stuff, enjoy this very long off season.
5 months.
Ooh, almost half a year.
of sitting there just doing nothing.
But I hope they do enjoy, like, you know, that time off.
Yeah, well deserved.
Those guys, well, for the people listening, like, we'll end it here. You guys don't understand how hard these guys work. People may think it's just gaming, but, man, when we go to these, like, LAN events, these guys they've already been there for hours.
Yeah.
And they're just practicing. They're scrimming and scrimming.
Yeah.
They're there for hours. Like, you think you're working hard, like 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week. Like, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of hard work. It's different. But these guys put in the hours.
Yeah.
They're there in the morning, and they're there at night.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's a wild schedule. So they deserve this time off.
Yeah, they do. 100%.
And hopefully the 2024 season of COD starts a little earlier, you know.
Fingers crossed.
Well, if it starts earlier, I guess they can't call it 2023 season.
Right.
Whatever. But
so we'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah.
Otherwise, though, bro, I think we're good to go.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Make sure you go to YouTube, like, comment, subscribe over there. We're also on anchor.fm/the COD Casuals. We'll be on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcast, all that jazz. If you want to participate in the questions on Spotify, feel free, because we leave polls there all the time. We'll put our socials up above too. We're on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. If you guys don't want to watch the full podcast, go over to the Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok, because we post all short form content over there. Go check it out. And we'll be throwing in some memes every now and then. Yep. I think we're gonna dabble in. Yeah. But yeah, I think we covered everything.
We're good, bro.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to episode 124 of the COD Casuals. We're your host, Justin.
And I'm Mike.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Take it easy, everybody.
See ya.